Dear student, due to coronavirus, school started online classes for your study. So you can subscribe Golden Flower Palia YouTube channel, like and press the bell icon.
Hello students, today we are going to start a very important topic that is Planck's quantum theory, and another it is photoelectric effect, which is a term which is based on it is a kind of experiment which is based on the quantum nature of radiation. Student, you might be remember that I have told you that electromagnetic radiation having two kind of nature. One is wave nature, another it is particles nature. Okay, so wave nature we have already discussed in the last video lectures, and today we will discuss about the particle nature of radiation, because it is having the dual nature, and some of the phenomena which is based on the wave nature and some of the phenomena which is based on the particle nature. So here first we are going to talk about what is particle nature. Okay, how the radiation we feel that it is a kind of particle, it is consist of a particle. So there was Planck who has given us the quantum theory, and according to the Planck's, the radiant energy is emitted or absorbed discontinuously in the form of small packets of energy that is called quanta. Okay, so he got this idea from the black body radiation, that according to him it was like that energy is flowing from one place to another place in the form of, it is going to be transferred from one body to another body in the form of small packets. Okay, and these packets are called quanta. He has given the name to them as quanta. Okay, so one small packet, one small value, that is certain value of multiple of which the packets are consist of, that is small value he called as quantum. Okay, so and that small quantum he has told us that what is the energy of that quantum is equal to h nu, where nu is the frequency of the radiation emitted, and h is called the Planck's constant, which is having the value 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. Okay, so nu was the frequency of the radiation emitted, and the Planck constant, when we multiply them together, we get the energy of quantum. Okay, quantum is a small value of energy of which multiples the packets are consist of, and these packets are called quanta. Okay, so total energy emitted or absorbed by any of the body, it is equal to nh nu. It is the integral multiple of h nu. According to Planck's, energy is not absorbed or emitted in the form of wave. According to him, it is emitted or it is absorbed in the form of packets. Okay, in the form of some quantum value, some certain value, in multiple integer of some certain value, and that certain value he called as quantum, and the packet that he called quanta. Okay, so according to Albert Einstein, was totally against to the wave theory. According to him, a person can stand on a stair, one stair, or another stair. He cannot stand in between two of them. Okay, so according to him, that energy can be transferred from one body to another body in some particles, not in the form of continuous manner. Okay, you cannot transfer the energy from one body to another body in continuous manner. Maybe in the modern studies we have seen that light is having the wave nature also, but at their times they were considering it as it is having the particle nature. Okay, so today we are going to discuss a very important experiment that was done in 1887 by Henry Hertz, that was photoelectric effect. He has discovered this phenomena, and he has done some experiment on this. And afterward, of the Henry Hertz, there was Albert Einstein, who has explained this photoelectric effect on the basis of Planck's quantum theory. So today we are going to see that what is photoelectric effect and how it is based on this Planck's quantum theory, how it is based on the particle nature. Okay, and what was the assumption that was made by Albert Einstein, and a very important terms we are going to reveal here in this theory today. Okay, so let us start with the photoelectric effect. Discuss about photoelectric effect. Who has done this experiment of photoelectric effect? That was Henry Hertz in 1887. Okay, so photoelectric effect we are going to discuss here. Photoelectric effect. So he has done a very simple experiment, and in this experiment what he has done, he has taken one of the metal piece like rubidium, like potassium, any of the metal, okay, which is a very good metal. So he has taken a metal and exposed that metal to the sunlight, to the light of some certain frequency or certain intensity, and seen that there are electrons emitting from the surface of metal. Okay, so that electrons he has called as photoelectrons, and this effect of emitting the electron from the surface of metal when it is exposed to the light of some certain frequency, some certain intensity, that he has called it is photoelectric effect. So what is photoelectric effect? I'll write the definition of photoelectric effect, then we will discuss about the experiment that he has done, and we will reveal some of the terms related to that one. Okay, so what is photoelectric effect? It is the phenomena in which so what is the definition of photoelectric effect? I'm going to write the definition of photoelectric effect first, and then we will discuss about the terms related to the photoelectric effect and experiment that was done by Henry Hertz in 1887, and what was the terms he revealed according to that one. So first I'll write the definition, and then we will discuss the experiment. What is photoelectric effect? It is the phenomena of emission of electrons from the surface of metal when it is exposed to the light or radiation of some certain frequency. Okay, so when a metal piece is exposed to the light of or radiation of some certain frequency, the electrons are start emitting from the surface of metal, and this phenomena we call as photoelectric effect. Okay, so the electrons that are emitted, are called photoelectrons. Okay, So if this metal piece is kept in any electrical circuit, a current start flowing through the circuit, and that current we call as photoelectric current. Okay, that is not the part of chemistry, that we will study in the physics in class 12th. Okay, so this is the phenomena of photoelectric effect, and it was based on the Planck's quantum theory. It was based on the particle nature of the radiation. Actually, how it was related to the particle nature. So according to the if we are taking Planck quantum theory, and Albert Einstein has explained this phenomena very well, and he has told that light is consist of photons. Okay, light is consist of photons that we are calling as quanta. Okay, quanta was given the name of photon, and photon was having the energy is equal to h nu. So when a photon is going to be strike on the surface of metal, its own existence is going to be vanish. It is going to be transfer its all of its energy to the electrons that is free inside the surface of metal. They are free to move. Okay, so out of that energy which is given by the photon, its own existence is vanished. Photon is completely vanished, and it has transferred its all of energy to the electrons. So when all of energy is given to the electron, some amount of that energy was consumed by electron to come out from the surface of metal, because when electron is coming out from the interior of the surface of metal, from the interior of the metal, it has to collide to the other electrons and the positive ion that is present inside the metal. So when it is colliding with that positive ions and the electrons that is moving inside the metal, that is they are free inside the surface of metal, so they get collide to that electrons, and in that collision it spends some of its energy that it has been taken from the photon which was given the energy to that electron. So that energy which it was consumed in the collision with the other positive ions and electrons to come out from the surface of metal, that energy is called work function of that metal. Okay, that energy is work function, and rest amount of energy which is left over after the work function, after the collision, that energy is provided to that electron as a kinetic energy. Okay, so this was the Albert Einstein theory, and Albert Einstein has explained this phenomena very well on the basis of Planck quantum theory. So according to the Albert Einstein, the energy given by the photon, it is equal to h nu. It is told by Planck has told each quantum has energy is equal to h nu. Just now I told you in the Planck's quantum theory, where h is Planck constant, which is having the value of 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second, and nu, it is the frequency of radiation by which we are going to irradiate that surface of metal. Okay, so when we are irradiating the surface of metal with some kind of radiation, and the nu is the frequency of that radiation. So suppose we have given the energy h nu to the electron. H nu was the energy of photon. When it is strike to the electron, it has given all of its energy to the electron. So h nu is the energy given to the electron. Okay, so after that energy, some amount of this energy was spent by the electron in the collision with other electron. They were free to move inside the metal, and the positive ion they were present inside the metal. So in collision to that, the electron is spending some amount of energy. It is spending some amount of energy to come out from the surface of metal, that we call as work function, W. Okay, and rest amount of energy, the leftover amount of energy was given to that electron as a kinetic energy. So here we are mentioning that mv square. Okay, so this energy given by photon was divided into two parts. One is work function, that means energy to spend to come out from the surface of metal, and rest amount of the kinetic energy given to the electron by which it is going to leave the surface of metal. Okay, so here we have two things. So kinetic energy is equal to 0. According to Albert Einstein, it is equal to 0 if frequency is a certain frequency. That means this certain frequency he called as threshold frequency. What he has called it is threshold frequency, below which this phenomena is not going to take place. Okay, below this threshold frequency, if the radiation by which we are irradiating the surface of metal, if that radiation is having the frequency less than this threshold frequency, then photoelectric emission is not going to be take place. Okay, so threshold frequency is the certain amount of minimum frequency above which the frequency of radiation, if have, okay, then only the photoelectric emission is going to be take place. Below this frequency, photoelectric emission will not take place. So if nu is equal to nu naught, that means frequency of irradiating the radiation which is irradiating the surface of metal, if it is equal to the threshold frequency, then kinetic energy will not be provided. That means the energy of the photon will be just sufficient to come out from the surface of metal. Okay, and the electron will be remain on the surface of metal, will not leave the surface of metal until it is not having the amount of kinetic energy. So there the electron is not having the kinetic energy, only the work function it is there. That if the frequency of the radiation it is just equal to the threshold frequency, the only electron will come out from the surface of metal. Okay, kinetic energy will not be provided to such electrons. So instead of nu, we are going to write here nu naught. We are just keeping this value, h nu naught is equal to W. So work function is equal to h nu naught. Okay, kinetic energy becomes 0. So keeping this value of W, we have h nu is equal to h nu naught plus half mv square. Okay, half mv square we can calculate here, that is equal to h nu minus h nu naught. Okay, so from which we can take h as a common, and what will be left inside? Nu minus nu naught. Okay, half mv square, and this is called Einstein photoelectric equation. Okay, it's very simple. Some more things that Albert Einstein has explained about this phenomena that I'm going to discuss with you. The two very important property of the radiation, one is frequency, and another is intensity. Okay, intensity. We have to talk about these two properties of the radiation. One is frequency, and just now I have told you, if the frequency is more than the threshold frequency, then the electron is gaining energy for colliding with the surface, colliding with the electrons inside the metals, and the positive ion present inside the metals, and will come out from the surface of metal, and rest amount, leftover amount of energy will be provided as a kinetic energy. So here we can imagine that if more and more frequency is provided, if the radiation by which we are irradiating the surface of metal, and that radiation is having frequency very much larger than the threshold frequency, then more and more kinetic energy will be provided to the photoelectrons which are coming out from the surface of metal. Okay, so here frequency of radiation is directly proportional to the kinetic energy of electron. This is the first and very important relation that Albert Einstein told us. Okay, the first it is the frequency of radiation is directly proportional to the kinetic energy of electron. More is the frequency of radiation, more will be the kinetic energy of photoelectrons that are emitting from the surface of metal. Okay, so the first it is kinetic energy directly proportional to the frequency. Kinetic energy directly proportional to the frequency of radiation. Okay, so this is the first relation we have. Okay, second it is intensity. Intensity we call it as brightness. Okay, one more thing I have to tell you, one more example here I have to tell you related to the frequency. If the frequency is equal to the threshold frequency or more than the threshold frequency, then photoelectric emission takes place. It doesn't depends upon, photoelectric emission doesn't depend upon the intensity of light that is incident on the surface of metal. And here very common example we can take of the solar plates. If you have installed this solar plates at your home, you can see that as the sun, as the day starts and the light is very dim, the sun is not rises properly. Okay, it is not above our head. So you can see that there is a blinking in your router equipment which is connected to the battery and as well as the solar plates. That means the photoelectric emission starts in the very early time when the sun is not properly rises. That means whatever the light is present, that light is having enough frequency to photoelectric emission to takes place. Okay, to initiate the photoelectric emission. Clear? So it depends upon frequency of light, it doesn't depends upon brightness of light. But the wave theory, instead of this Planck's quantum theory and Albert Einstein theory, wave theory was telling us a little differently. It was known in the wave theory, if explanation of the wave theory, if you see on the basis of photoelectric emission, on the basis of wave theory, you will find that wave theory is telling whatever is the frequency, but intensity must be bright. You have to keep the things outside, exposure to the light. As the light is, as the metal surface is going to be heat up, the photoelectric emission will starts. But experimentally it was found that the wave theory was wrong. Albert Einstein's theory, it was right. Okay, Planck's quantum theory, it was right. So whatever the frequency, whatever the intensity, but frequency must be greater than threshold frequency for the photoelectric emission to takes place. Okay, so second thing, we have intensity. Okay, how intensity it is going to be affect the photoelectric emission. So if we talk about intensity, that means brightness of light. So more and more is the temperature, more number of electrons will be emitted. Okay, so intensity is related to the number of electron, density of electron that is emitting from the surface of metal. So if we are going to put more and more intensity of radiation, there you can see there is a huge increase in the current. Okay, huge increase in the photoelectric current. Okay, so this is one example you can take of the same of solar plate. At the time of noon, there is the highest current produced by the solar plates, and in the time of 10 o'clock or before then, that one, when the intensity of light is not so much, so the current produced by the solar plates, it is a small. Okay, in the evening time it is small, but in the noon time it is very high, because in the noon time the intensity, the brightness of light is too much. Okay, so this is the intensity relation. Intensity of radiation intensity of radiation is directly proportional number of electrons, or you can say that number of electrons is directly proportional to the intensity of radiation. So more is the intensity, more number of electron will be produced, and more number of electrons will be produced, and more will be the current, more will be the magnitude of current that is produced by the metal surface if they are kept in a closed circuit. Okay. The third very important thing that Albert Einstein told us, that is the photoelectric emission is an instantaneous phenomena. It is instantaneous phenomena means as the light will strike to the surface of metal, and if the light is having frequency greater than threshold frequency, as soon the photoelectric emission will take place. There is no time lag between striking of light and emission of electrons. Okay, so it is an instantaneous phenomena. It happens in instant of time. As the light is going to be strike, the same time the electrons will start emitting from the surface of metal. Okay, it doesn't depend, it will not take time that light will strike on the surface of metal, then metal is going to be heat up, then the electrons are going to be emit. So there it is no time lag between this process. Light is incidenting, electrons are start emitting. So it is a kind of instantaneous phenomena. So these were the explanation related to the photoelectric effect, and it was totally based on the particle nature of the radiation. So here it was proven that the radiation is having particle nature also. On the basis of this experiment we have done so.
Do self-study at home and stay home, save lives.